We got to get on the record here. Here we go. Everyone wave to the camera. You're all on YouTube. So if you're not doing anything you're not supposed to be, you're exactly where you told your wives you would be. Here we go. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready on the tone. C main 75 lock timing two wheel. Let's go racing. Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean. Oh, leader getting it wrong there early on here. Carnage in that first triple there. Ugh. I think Brother 2 came out shining, then he spun it around. He's going to give it up to MC. MC out front goes a little wide, but makes that triple. And then number 2 does not make it. MC coming out smelling like roses. Hernandez broke away in that 2, and then he spun it around, so he's going to have a wagon train right behind him. Keep it clean. Keep the chatter to a nothing up on the driver's stand. I don't want to hear any chirping up there. Just drive your race. MC breaking away early here. Brother 2 finding his way back up into that 2 spot. Purple and gray over that back triple. Finding the muscle. Number 3 had to go singles. He's upside down. Marshall in the center. Watch your heads. Watch your heads. Thank you very much. MC out front. Brother 2 not too far behind him. Then we got Bob Goodwill in that 3 spot. We are only a minute 40 in of our 5-minute C main event. 21-5. Block timing B main event coming up next. Watching the center triple. Brother 2 finding his way around MC. Going to claim that top spot. MC trying to hang on to that 2 spot. Goodwill trying to run him down. As our leaders are starting to work up on lap traffic. Wustenhofer, yellow car, that's going to be your leader right behind you. MC and Brother 2 getting away there. I think that's Morris Davis in between them. Morris, you have your leader working up on you. Leader's in that purple gray, working his way over that back triple right now on the white wheels. See him coming up on you. He is your leader. Give him a little extra room. Let him get by. Goodwill trying to make up for some lost time, making some errors the last couple laps here. Trying to reel in MC. MC working through traffic. Getting into the center section in the gold and blue white wheels. Working his way in that back triple. Something happening to MC there. Getting into it with a back marker.
One minute left.
Looks like Nico and Austin, that's your leader, working up on you. Goodwill breaking out in that 2. So he's got a pretty hefty lead now over MC. Hernandez now trying to give chase to MC here. Find his way in that 3 spot. MC Hernandez going at it through that table section. Coming up on Crenshaw. That's that battle for 3. Oh, MC gets it wrong, so Hernandez is going to get around. Someone going for a ride there. Everyone's running to the line. You'll be done when you cross it. Brother 2 going to take that first transfer spot. Bob Goodwill is going to get the second one. Waiting for MC Niels to come by, and that'll be it. That is a race. I'll stop.
The race is
Marshall, grab your blowers. Brother 2, Bob Goodwill, Eric Hernandez, top 3. Brother 2, Goodwill going to that B main event. Let's get all those drivers down on the track, please. 21-5 B main event coming up next. Thanks, Hero. Any of these. All right. Go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. Go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. It's going to be Cade in the 10, James Chanel in the 9, Mickey in the 8, Kelton J in the 7, Tim Romero in the 6, Shane J in the 5, Brian Davis in the 4, Josh Retchie in the 3, Darren Morgan 2, and BQ
Josh Ritchie.
Bryce.
1 minute to start
DeMoss.
the race. Cade Williams. Shane J. Bryce DeMoss. Kelton J. Tim Romero. James Trudell. Darren Morgan. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Again, marshals, we don't blow to a red cone. We blow to a yellow cone. No more laps. Go ahead and stack them up. Hey, Eric.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Pick up that blower and go put it over there next to Nico. Again, blowers do not go on red cones. And marshals, if you come out to Marshall and see a blower at a red cone,
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Problem, please. DeMoss in the 1, Morgan in the 2, Richie in the 3, Brian Davis in the 4, Shane J in the 5, Tim Romero, Kelton J in the 7. I think Mickey left, correct? Mickey did leave. So, James, you can move up into the 8, and Cade move up into the 9. All right, here we go. Marshall's ready, drivers ready. Let's go racing on the tone. Well done, Nico. Thank you. Carnage left and right here. That might be Bryce out front. Oh, and then he cages it. So who's going to come out leading this thing? Looks like James early on. Maybe not here. Going to be Bryce out front. Kelton in the 2, Brian Davis in the 3. Bryce doing a little early breakaway. He's coming by the timing and scoring booth right now. Hopping onto the straightaway, getting a little wrong there. Kelton trying to hang on to that 2 spot. He's got a rear view mirror forward. Oh, Darren got on the binders there. And the conservative play works out for Darren because now he's in the 2 spot here. So 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Bryce DeMoss leading the charge here. Darren Morgan on that 2 spot. Kelton J from the 7 all the way up into that 3. He was hanging on to that 2 spot early. Hoping to throw down some clean laps, maybe get back in the mix. Josh Ritchie in the 4. Then we got Cade, Brian Davis, Tim Romero, Shane, and James. Looks like Bryce got it wrong. I'm going to put Darren up top now. Bryce still in the number 2 spot. Oh, Cade making a hard charge. Goes on the other side of the pipe. Has to get marshaled out. He's going to have to reset. We still got 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Your leader through the tabletop section on his lid he goes, and around goes Bryce. So Bryce going to take back over that top spot. Kelton J in a distant 3rd. 10-second gap between 2nd and 3rd. And now Tim Romero now trying to work up and challenge for that 3 spot. Sorry, leaders. Your leader's working on the tabletop section. One and 2 by that start-finish line. Nice. Kelton still going to be 10 seconds behind. Made up a couple seconds there after our leaders got wadded up in back markers.
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Leader onto the straightaway right now. Leader getting it wrong on that triple off the straightaway. So Darren right on his heels. These guys trying to play it smart and just trying to run it home here with 30 seconds to go. DeMoss getting it wrong. Well done, Austin. Thank you. So these two going to hash it out for that 9th spot in the A main. Working their way pretty decent through traffic. Through the tabletop section they go. They might get around for another lap here. And they will. So they're going to be fighting it out here for that 9th spot. Everyone else will be done when you come by the line. Oh, Darren going the long way. Oh, Eric biffing it. You can punch Eric for that one. Darren's going to, oh no, something happened. I don't know if DeMoss is in that. He might be. So Darren might get it back. And he does. Punch in the face rescinded. All right, everyone's down when you come by the line. Waiting on Tim. That is, oh, don't go backwards down this straight. That is a race. I'll stop. Darren Morgan, Bryce DeMoss, Josh Ritchie, your top 3 with Darren and Bryce advancing into the A main event. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. All those drivers from race number 2, let's get you down on the track. Race number 3, novice A main. Taking the stage. First A main of the evening.
James Trudell.
Thanks, buddy. All right, drivers from that last race, you should be on the track. Guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in, roll them around, check them in. It's going to be Kira on the 8 spot, Josh Ritchie on the 7, Anthony Salvaggio in the 6, Tim Romero in the 5, Robert James in the 4,
1 minute to
Derek
start the
O'Toole
race.
in the 3, James Trunell in the 2, and your top qualifier,
Robert James.
I think we have a
Derek O'Toole.
handful of you guys going back to back. I think a lot of you guys were in that
45 seconds to
that
start
D
the
main.
race. Tim Romero.
Watch
Brooks
coming onto
Ferreira.
the straight behind you. Top of the straight. All right, guys. No more laps. No more laps. Grid them up. Grid them up. Let's get our marshals
seconds to
out
start the
here. We
race.
need marshals, please. I need 2 marshals out. 3 marshals out here, please.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Bring it to me.
Less than 5.
You can bring it to me. I feel like this is a connection issue. Take a quick one here because we had someone else go off. Oh, that is taped like a boss. Yeah. There's something.
Oh, the whole battery is loosened. Look at that. The foam pad that was keeping it tight is gone.
Yeah.
The battery is gone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that or yeah. There's a connection somewhere that's shutting on and off. How we looking, Anthony?
The truck is from like 2017. It's pretty old.
Kira, I don't know how long it'll last, but run it until the wheels fall off. Anthony, you're going to make it. Anthony, last call for Anthony. Where is he? I don't even know where he is. All right, here we go. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. We're going racing on the tone. Brooks breaking away early here. I believe that's James in the 2. And that's all she wrote for Kira. You have a loose wire somewhere. Watching that triple section as the big trucks go over the top. Early on, it's Brooks. Oh, Brooks getting it wrong there. He's going to give the lead up. Oh, and then the leader puts it upside down. It's got to get marshaled out, so Brooks back up on top. Tim Romero right there. Yikes. Nico behind you in the table section. Watch out the end of the straight here. And Nico, if you can sit down, please. If you can sit down there, thank you. Brooks out front. Hopping onto the straightaway. Robert James now up into the 2 spot. Tim Romero in the 3. Now Derek in the 3. Tim and Josh going at it, getting onto the straight. Tim going Leroy Jenkins onto the straightaway. Doesn't pay off for him. Might have been Josh Ritchie. I don't know. We are 2 down, 3 to go. 2 down, 3 to go. Race number 4, 75 four-wheel B main coming up next. Brooks with the cushy lead there. A little mistake over that triple, but no harm there. Still going to stay out front. Hopping on the straightaway with his short course. Pink, purple, black wheels. Slow roll out of James here. You're going to fall to the 3 spot. Derek going to take over the 2 now. Scratch that. Robert into the 2. Derek into the 3. James in the 4. Tim in the 5. Josh Ritchie in that 6 spot.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
Hey, Kiniko. Huh. Leader, pretty cushy lead here. He has got 9 seconds on the number 2 of Derek O'Toole as he goes by that start-finish line. James Chunell trying to reel him in. Spins a donut, trying to catch him. Gonna fall off just a tad here. So Brooks in the short course leading us out. Then we got two-wheel drive
1 minute
buggies
left. 1 minute left.
duking it out for the 2-3 spot. 45 seconds to go. Here comes Robert James in the short course. White and orange, clicking off another one, trying to hold off Tim Romero. 30 seconds to go, 30 seconds to go. A little bobble there out of Derek. That's going to put James hot on his heels. So the Battle for 2 going down. They are on their last lap, more than likely. So they work their way through the center portion of the track. Derek in the 2. James spinning out there. Going to fall off the back door here. And time winding down. Everyone's going to be done when you come by the line. Josh is done. Derek, you'll be done in that 2 spot. James, you'll be done in the 3. The leader on his victory lap through that triple section as we are waiting on the remainder of the drivers to finish here. There goes your winner by the start-finish line. Waiting for Tim to come by. And that is a race. All stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Brooks, Derek, James, your top 3.
The race is complete.
Let's get all those novice drivers down on the track, please. Novice drivers down on the track. 4-wheel drive, B-main. To include our 2 experts coming up next. Novice drivers, need you down on the track. Find yourself a marshalling spot, please. We might need some volunteers out here. And novice drivers from that last race, get out on the track, please. And you guys can go ahead and roll them around. Go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. We're going to put MC on the 10, Alex Ricks on the 9. On the 8, Eric Wusenhofer. On the 7, Shannon Hudson. On the 6, Pat Stroll. Bannon Brennan on the 5. Brother 2 on the 4, Morris Davis on the 3. Brother 1 on the 2, and Mike Gallo is on that top spot. We're going to put our 2 expert drivers at the front of the grid. They will be scored separate.
Brother 1.
From our intermediate guys. So the top 2 intermediate finishers will advance to the A main. All right, no more laps.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Pat Stroll took off. And MC is out as well. Alex, let's get you by the line. I just want to make sure I got a good check out of you here.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Alex Riggs.
Very good. All right, so put Gallegos in the 1, Brother 1 in the 2.
Less than five.
Then it's going to be Morris Davis, Brother 2, Brandon Bennett. Shining in behind Bennett. Yeah, you're on that 6th spot there, Mr. Hudson. Very good. Then it should be Eric. And then Alex. There you go. All right, so everyone in intermediate, those 2 drivers up front, they are not going to count as the top 2. They are our expert guys. They're going to run with you. They are battling their own battle. So marshals, ready. Drivers, ready. Let's go racing. Sound of the tone. Early carnage early on here. Gallegos out front in expert. Morris out front in intermediate. Gallegos, Brother 1, the order for expert. Morris Davis, Brother 2, the order for intermediate. Shining in that 3. And then we got Ricks, Bennett, Wustenhofer. Thank you, Branson. Morris keeping these experts honest here. He's not too far off the back door of Mike Gallegos, who's leading out in expert. So Morris, Brother 2, intermediate. Oh, Morris getting it wrong. It's going to let Brother 2 get around, so he's going to lead out for intermediate for now. Hudson in that 3, not too far behind. He's about 3.2 back from the transfer spot. Gallegos stretching out his lead in the expert division. So it is Gallegos, Brother 1 in the expert division. Then it is Brother 2, Morris, Shining, Brandon, Ricks, and Wustenhofer for our intermediate class. We are 3 down, 2 to go.
2 minutes left.
A little bobble out of Morris, and here comes Hudson now. Hudson in the fluorescent yellow wheels. Just throwing down some clean laps here. Little bobble, Brother 2, a little bobble out of Morris. Morris upside down. And there goes Hudson around the outside here. So he claims that 2 spot. Double single out of him. Morris looking for a way around. They both get a little squirrely. Morris going to reclaim that 2 spot. They go by that start-finish line. 50 seconds to go. Oh, Hudson going upside down. Going to fall off the back door. Morris now. 40 seconds to go. Brother 2 out top looking to punch his way to that A-main. Morris trying to hang on for dear life. He goes single, single, single. Hudson looking for an option line. Trying to make up some time. 25 seconds to go. They still got another lap after this one here. Galleo's checked out in the expert division. With 5 seconds to go. I don't think Hudson's not going to make it. He'll get chopped at the line. Everyone's done when you come by the line. Hudson going to finish out in the 3 spot. Brother 2 is going to get that first transfer. Morris going to get the second. And then Gallegos going to take the win with Brother 1 in that 2. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race number 4. Let's get you down on the track.
The race is completed.
Brother 2 and Morris Davis, you're advancing into the A main. And lucky for you, it's the very last race of the night. Stadium Truck A main coming up. We are. We should be good on this one. Drivers from that last race. Where are you? Drivers from race 4, you should not be in the pits. You guys can play patty cake later. Get to your spots, please. Oh, don't ask that guy. He's from Greece. He doesn't know which way is up. You're welcome, man. Good to see you, man. See you on Saturday. Really, this is it?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Kevin Boyd, Eric Wusenhofer. Chucky's gone. Chucky. Jeff Sara. I know Paul Smart left.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. Roll them around. Check them in. Okay. Mr. Hudson.
30 seconds to the
Do you
start
want
of
to
the race.
run the A main later tonight, 4-wheel?
Kevin Boyd.
Okay. All right. Order is going to be Boyd in the 1, Jeff Sara in the 2, and Wusenhofer in the 3. You guys go ahead and grid them up.
Eric
Grid 'em up.
Wusenhofer.
Marshals to your spots, please.
Less than 5.
We will get this show on the road.
Jeff Sara.
All right. Let's see here. Gallegos, will you go over to 5, please? And Mr. Slater, can you just shift over here in display zone there? Marshals ready, drivers ready on the tone. Let's go racing. 3 truck showdown out of Stadium Truck here. The rest of them had to go get tucked into bed early morning tomorrow. Boyd hanging onto that whole shot, going to lead out that first one. Sara in the 2, Wusenhofer in the 3. Jeff keeping Kevin honest here early on. We're only a minute in. Triple out of Boyd. Double single out of Sara. Doesn't lose too much time as they go by that start-finish line. Two down, three to go. It's Boyd, Sara, Wusenhofer. Sara still on his heels, only 1.2 back. Well,
2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
Kevin Boyd, Jeff Sara, Wusenhofer. Hey, Mr. Saturday, thanks for plugging in the headset. All right, Stadium Truck keeping everybody alive and entertained here. Kevin Boyd leading us out here. Pulling away from Jeff a little bit. Jeff hoping to pick up some pieces here. Wusenhofer solid in that three.
1 minute left.
He'll take those podium points for the series here. Yep. Yeah, just two. 35 seconds to go. 35 seconds to go. Boyd, Sara, Wusenhofer. Boyd, 3.4 out of Jeff. Sara wants to squeeze by and get on this last lap. He pulls the trigger, and he does it. All right, so here we go. We are all running to the line here. Here comes Boyd. A long hiatus. Been a wrench man for a long time. Finally back behind the wheel, taking a win in Stadium Truck here. He is done. The rest of you two are done when you come by the line. Appreciate you Stadium Truck guys sticking it out, making a race out of this. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. We will need a bunch of marshals. We're going to need about 5 marshals out, volunteer marshals out on the track. 17.5 of the lock timing 2-wheel B main coming up. Thank you, marshals. We will need. Unbelievable. Yeah, we'll need some marshals. Guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in, roll them around, check them in. It's going to go Goodwill in the 11, Brother 2 in the 10, Brandon Bennett in the 9, Dave Rosen in the 8. He's home sleeping right now. Chucky Stacker in the 7, Dooley in the 6, Chris Wright in the 5, Kyle Frady in the 4, Alex Frias in the 3, Evan Furman taking a scratch, and
Alex Frias
on top,
Kyle Frady,
Diego Urea.
Bob
He's
Goodwill,
also out as well. We only got 6 of you. Could have bumped a lot more out of that C main.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Such is life, though. Thank you, Bryce, for fixing that. No more laps, no more laps. So let's put
30 seconds to the start
Alex
of the race.
Frias in the 1, Kyle Frady in the 2, Dooley in the 3, Brandon Bennett in the 4, Brother 2 in the 5, and Goodwill in the 6.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Could have bumped a lot of more people if they would have let me know. This is why it's important to let me know if you're not going to stay for your main.
Less than 5.
There's a handful of drivers from that C main that could have been driving right now. All right, marshals ready, drivers ready. Let's go racing at the tone. Your odds significantly increased to bump into the A main, but we only got room for 2 of you. All right. Who we got out front? Alex Frias, Kyle Frady in the 1-2 spot. Dooley in that 3 in the white Red Bull rig. And on the straightaway, 2.8 back. Brother 2 and Goodwill early on slapping each other silly. Having a little friendly banter up on the driver's stand. If it's not friendly, then shut your mouths. Only friendly banter allowed up on the driver's stand. Free us out front. Rocking the retro antenna. Frady getting it wrong. There's Dooley now challenging. They both get into one another. I don't know how that transpired, but make it right. However that happened. All right, we'll take it. Dooley into that too in the white Red Bull. Oh, Frady over the top here after Dooley had to go double single. And that's going to allow Goodwill now to get back up into the fray here. So he can see that transfer spot just a couple of cars ahead of him. Then he bonks it out the pipe. Going to fall off the back door just a tad. Brother 2, Brandon Bennett. Frias says, I'll take it. Amassing himself a 12-second lead here early on. We're only halfway done. 2:30 to go. Closest battles for that, actually that 4 spot between Frady and Brother 2. Dooley 1.8 ahead of Bob Goodwill in that 2 spot.
2 minutes left.
Dooley in the all white. Goodwill in the Werther's original caramel color. Trying to chase him down. Oh, a little bobble out of Dooley, and there goes Goodwill looking away as the inside. Easy, boys, easy. Goodwill's going to get around into that 2 spot. And then he gets it wrong, and then Dooley goes a little too inside, hits the pipe. There's brother 2 now. Battle still on for that transfer position. We still got a minute 10 to go, Goodwill breaking away a little bit. Brother 2 getting it wrong.
1 minute left.
Dooley going out in the weeds, getting it settled back in. There's still 50 seconds to go. Frias checked out. Well on his way. Already thinking about that A-main event later on tonight. Dooley got a good run. Goodwill gets it wrong. Dooley goes underneath. And Goodwill spins it out in the loose portion of the straightaway there. Going to fall off the back. Brother 2 is going to get around into that 3 spot. So Dooley going to get into that 2 spot late in the game. It's a break he was hoping for. Just trying to keep it rubber side down. A little rough. There's brother 2 now. Right up on his heels. By the start-finish line they go for their last one. Brother 2 goes huge. Double single out of Dooley. Dooley goes wide. Brother 2 into the inside. Brother 2's got it. They still got half a lap to go through technical section, through the tabletop, over the triple. They are coming. Brandon Bennett caught you at the line. The rest of you are going to be done when you come by the line. Brother 2 is going to get by and steal that second transfer spot. Waiting for everyone else to come by. Here they come. It's going to be Frias. Brother 2, Dooley with Frias and Brother 2 advancing to the A-main. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Race number 7, short course A-main coming up next. Drivers from race 6 down on the track, please. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Let's wait and see here. We got to wait for these guys from race 6 to go to their pits and drop their cars before they come out to their marshaling spots.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Again, don't overthink it. When your race is done, you just put your car on the wall and come out and find a cone. Guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in. A couple of you going back to back.
45 seconds to start
some
the
help
race.
here. It's going to be Steber in the 11, Brian Davis in the 10, Alex Ricks in the 9, Pacheco in the 8, Darren Morgan in the 7, Eric
Jesse
Ferrer
Bryce,
in the 6,
Alex
Kyle
Ricks,
Brady in the
Robert
5,
Morgan.
Jeff Starr in the 4, Jesse Bryce in the
seconds to
3,
start the race.
Robert Morgan in the 2,
Justin Yalawas,
and here
Darren
for
Morgan,
his A-main,
Brian Davis, Brian Simmons, Kyle Brady, Jeff Serra, the Possum.
All right,
Anthony
finish your
Pacheco.
lap and grid them up. Thank you, Mr. Lake, for
seconds to
helping
start
out.
the race.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Brooks.
Less than 5.
All right. Probably coming onto the straight. I think he can handle zone there. Yeah, he'll be good. All right, guys, let's grid them up. It's really easy. You look to your left, you see the number by your name, and then you get on that spot that corresponds with your name. How are we looking here? You guys are short course drivers, so I understand That is the ugliest lineup I've ever seen in my entire life. Can we get in our grid positions, please? Thank you. Handlers. All right, yeah. That's good enough. All right, here we go. Marshall's ready, driver's ready. Let's go racing on the tone. Not going to lie, that's an impressive start here. Justin coming out first. Oh, someone getting it wrong, spinning around. I think that was Jesse Bryce spinning it around. Jeff Sara into the 2. Bryce only going to lose 1 spot there. Then it's Frady, Eric Morgan, Darren Morgan. Then the rest of the wagon train. Bialowas getting a huge breakaway there early on. Bryce comes in inside. Woo. Risking it for the biscuit there. You marshals, watch your head. Watch the incoming traffic. Don't take one in the face just to help someone out who got wrecked. All right, here we go. Justin out front. Going to be working up on back markers already. He's slicing and dicing. Jesse Bryce in that 2. Eric in the baby blue in that 3 spot. Kyle Frady, Jeff Sara, Darren Morgan, Pacheco, Morgan, Ricks, Davis, Stieber, your running order. Bryce upside down, and around goes Eric. Going to claim that spot there. All 11 trucks showing up for the A main. I'm proud of you, boys and girls. I can't watch all of you at once, so you guys police yourselves. If you get into somebody and it's not a racing incident, make sure you square it away amongst yourselves. Bialowas out front. Where is he? There he is through the center section, tabletop section. Hucking it over that triple. Making that short course look fast. Onto the straightaway he goes. Eric in that baby blue. Over that tabletop section. Finds himself in the 2 spot. Jesse Bryce coming in hot with Eric going out of bounds there. Jesse Bryce in the black with the splatter gold, black wheels. In that 2, over that roller through the center section he goes with Eric Ferreira in tow. Jeff Sara finding his way back up into the 4 spot. Robert Morgan in the 5.
Left.
Pacheco, Frady, Darren Morgan, Ricks, Davis Stieber, your running order. 1:45 to go, 1:45 to go. Watch coming onto the straight, watch coming onto the straight. It is clear. Oh, 3 wide there, minute 30 to go. And everybody getting wadded up here. You guys know who's leading and who's not, so give room where room is due. Help them out, help them out. That was Bright's getting it wrong, so Eric's going to reclaim that 2 spot. Here comes Justin now, looking to put a lap on the field. Those 2 are fighting for 2. You do what you want with that information. Woo! Bryce having to get on the brakes heavy for a backwards facing back marker. Bialowas in the 1. Eric in the 2. Jesse Bryce in the 3. That is the race to watch as 2 and 3 go by that start-finish line. Jeff Sara still in that 4 spot. Robert Morgan in the 5. Frady Darren Morgan, Pacheco Ricks, Davis Stieber, your running order. 23 seconds to go. Everyone coming by the line right now is coming by for their last one. Everybody keep rolling. Brady might get, Pacheco got chopped at the line. Everyone else is down when you come by the line. Looks like Bryce got back around to the 2, bobbles it through that triple section. Those guys are racing for position. That's going to be, stop and go there. Okay, everyone's going to be able to come by the line. It's going to be Justin, Jesse, Eric, your top 3. Waiting for Stieber to come by, and that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. 21.5 lock timing A main coming up next. All right, here. Where are we at here? Sportsman 21.5 lock timing A main event coming up next. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Darren is going back to back, but we should have everywhere else covered. All right. Guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in, It's going to be Bryce DeMoss in the 10, Darren Morgan in the 9, Dave Rosen in the 8, Branson in the 7, Bob Goodwill in the 6, Dooley in the 5, Ronnie Goss in the 4,
1 minute to
Eric
start
Hernandez in the 3, James Maxwell in the 2.
Mike Caller. Bob Goodwill.
Your
Eric
top
Hernandez.
qualifier.
James Maxwell. Bryce DeMoss. Dooley. Darren Morgan. Ronnie Goss. 45 seconds to start the race.
All right. Dave Rosen's not here. All right, everyone. No more laps. Grid them up.
30 seconds to start the race.
Battery gave up the ghost there. Finally, had been blinking for a while. How are we looking on Marshals? Marshals pretty dang good here. All right. Thank you, Marshals, for getting on out here. Darren Morgan, you can move up into that
15 seconds to the start of the race.
And then Bryce, you can move up into the 9. We square here.
Less than 5.
Dooley, you're in that 5 spot. All right, here we go. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. 21.5 A main event. Oh, carnage early on in that back triple, which included Caller. That's not even Maxwell out front. I think that's Hernandez getting an early gift there. Getting out front early. Getting by 1 and 2 after mistakes out of 1 and 2. Maxwell in the 2. Ronnie Goss in the 3. Goodwill looks like got around him. And Goodwill goes for a ride. Lands on his feet, though. We're not even a minute in. Lots of lead changes here. Maxwell with a little mistake. He had some time to give. Then he spins it around again. Eric Hernandez bonks it. Here comes Ronnie Goss now. Says, if none of you guys want to lead, I'll oblige you. He moves into that 2 spot. Maxwell getting wrong in the table section. There's Branson saying, what's up? Onto the straightaway he goes. Branson now up into that 3 spot. Good marshaling karma for Branson here. Goodwill going to slide into the 3 after a little misbobble out of Branson. Still in contention there with Grandpa in tow. Meanwhile, Hernandez enjoying a nice cushy 3.5 second lead here. Ronnie Goss looking solid in that 2 spot here. He's got almost 4 seconds on the number 3. Looks like Mike Caller found his way back up to the top 3. Dooley into the 4, Branson 5. Then we got Maxwell Goodwill, Darren Morgan, Bryce DeMoss. Your running order as we creep up on the halfway point here. 2-wheel lock timing A-Main up next.
Two minutes left.
It's Hernandez Goss. Now Dooley sliding up into that 3 spot. Caller having a real rough one there. He lost a couple spots there in the last couple laps. And see how that transpired. But your leader hopping up onto the straightaway right now. Ronnie Goss in that too, coming down the straightaway right now. He's got about a 5-second lead on Dooley. Lost about 1.5 seconds there on that last lap. Darren, that's number 2 working with you. Ronnie Goss taking advantage of that rear motor traction here. Thank you, Branson.
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Trying to keep Dooley at bay. He's got 3.5 over Dooley here. Eric, 3.5 ahead of Goss here, so. 40 seconds to go, 40 seconds to go. Goss gaining some tenths here on the leader here with 25 seconds to go. They probably got another lap here after this one. Dooley right there as well. So top 3 starting to bunch up here at the very end. I don't know if Eric backed it down a little too soon there. Dooley making a late charge. Goss in full defense. Dooley looking to the inside. They're running to the line. Goss is going to get it. Dooley in the 3. Hernandez going to get around for a victory lap. Top 3 made it interesting there at the end. And here comes your winner, Eric Hernandez, by the start-finish line. That is a race. I'll stop. Eric Hernandez, Ronnie Goss, Dooley, your top 3.
The race is completed.
Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race 8, down on the track, please. Lock timing 17.5 A-Main, 2-wheel drive up next. Drivers to your area, please. Drivers to your marshal spots, please.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around. Check them in, roll them around, check them in. Brother 2 in the 11, Alex Frias in the 10, Gary Ballard in the 9, Ronnie Goss in the 8, Brad Crone in the 7,
Brad Crone.
Knowlton in the 6, Robert Morgan in the 5,
45
Jesse
seconds to
Bryce
start
in
the
the
race.
4,
Alex
Paul
Frias,
Weir in the 3,
Jesse
Mike
Bryce,
Sora in the
Black
2,
Stallion,
and your top
Robert
qualifier,
Morgan. Mike Sora.
William Mara. He's not even here.
Brother 2. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
There
Ronnie
goes
Goss.
Ronnie. All right, no more laps, no more laps. Grid him up, grid him up. Mike Sora's going to inherit that top spot. So Sora in the 1, Weir in the 2, Bryce in the 3, Robert Morgan in the 4, Brad Crone in the 5, Ronnie Goss in the 6, Alex in the 7, and Brother 2 in the 8.
Less than 5.
Need a Marshall on the bucket. We got a couple guys going back to back. If I can get a Marshall on the bucket, please. Oh, Zach's going to hop out there. Thank you, Zach. All right. Marshall's ready, driver's ready. Let's go racing on the tone. Ronnie Goss spinning his wheels on the start, but staying out front. Bryce parking into the pipe, gets righted by the traffic coming around. It's going to lose a couple spots there. Sora Weir going to hang on the 1-2 spot. Something happened to Sora. So now Weir's going to inherit that top spot with Robert Morgan in tow. Crow moving into the 3. Brother 2 upside down. 1 and 2 trying to break away early here. Paul getting a little squirrely. Morgan going upside down. So these two swapping blows. Meanwhile, the rest of the pack's going to be able to shore up some of that deficit. Paul Weir's going to have a couple turns on him. Expert 2-wheel coming up next. Crone into the 2. Paul Weir a little over straightaway over the rest of the crowd here. Right where he wants to be. Yeah, I did my best. Thanks for helping to marshal all those times, Sylvie. I'm coming from you from the 11 spot, buddy. Paul Weir out front. Brad Crone in the 2, and then a wad fest getting into that back triple. It's going to push them off the pace quite a bit here as these guys tangle it out. These guys in the midfield just. Paul Weir onto the straightaway. He had 3.2 over Brad Crone. We're going to have a little bit more here as Brad Crone comes by, checks in. 5.6 now, the lead for Paul Weir. Paul Weir already thinking about how he's going to gloat live at 5 tomorrow night. Me and Jackie are just hoping that he just has an absolute meltdown so we can all have a good laugh about it tomorrow. Jackie, you missed it. During his second qualifier, 360 no lookie. Amazing. You deserve to win this, Paul, after that 360 no lookie.
2 minutes left.
Don't lose your concentration. Paul Weir throwing down a good lap there. Going to click off another one. He's got 7 seconds over. Mike Sora now finding his way back up into the 2. See what happened to Brad Crone, but Mike Sora, our TQ for the beginning of the race, fell way to the back of the pack here. Has now found himself into that 2 spot, trying to make something out of it. Paul Weir coming up on the back door of Robert Morgan. Thank you so much. Minute 25 to go. 1 and 2 stretching out. Oh, Crone getting it wrong there. Brother 2 coming around now. Brother 2 might be claiming that 3 spot. And he does. Jesse Bryce going to take a spot too. Wow. Cheers from the crowd. That's not very nice.
1 minute left.
It's all right. We'll take it. Let's see here. Oh, Paul Weir all up on his own. He's got some clean air. Wow. There's some wrong way drivers coming. He's coming up on a whole slew of back markers here. So, leader coming by that start-finish line on the back door of Goss. That was nice. And then next, going to be working up on the Crone. Brother 2, Frias battle there. Oh, easy, Paul, easy. Don't push the issue. You got about a half a track lead. 23 seconds to go. You just got to stay together for one more lap. There he is, white flag lap out of Paul Weir. Mike Sora's going to get on it too. Paul Weir doing his best to cash it all in here. Ooh. Just make your jumps. Makes another mistake. Here comes Mike Sora. Through the center section they go. He tries for the triple. Hits it and wins it. Risking it for the biscuit on the straightaway. He's upside down by a back marker. The mullet can't get him fast enough. Chernobyl there at the last lap. Rough last lap out of Paul Weir there. Sora from the depths of hell regains the lead and wins it on the last lap. No quarter given out of Jackie, just giving him a mouthful. Way to kick him while he's down. Mushroom cloud still visible on the driver's stand. Do you want to call this race, Paul, so you can get back at Thayer? Do you want to call this race so you can give it back to Thayer, or do you want to Marshall? You could have catch a break that whole last lap. Single freaking pipe. Oh. Paul Weir never disappoints.
The race is completed.
It's all about the entertainment value out of Paul Weir. That's all he's going after here. All right. Hey, it's Thursday, so who cares anymore, right? All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. 17.5 expert coming up here. Gallo's in the 6. Zach Buse on the scratch.
Brody.
Oh, no, he's here. Craig taking the
Tyler
scratch.
Cornwell.
Big E, a.k.a. Jackie Thayer in the 3. The deal, Willie Smith in the 2, and your top qualifier.
Mini Marsupials.
All right, straight is closed. Rack 'em up. Let's get... I hope Jim Silve pulls a Paul Weir in our main. All right, it's a rack 'em up. Marshals are mid. We need Marshall underneath the driver.
1 minute to start the race.
Let's do this. I want marshals everywhere. We need one volunteer marshal underneath the driver's stand, please.
Forty-five seconds to the start of the race.
Branson, you're my boy, Branson. Thank you. Marshall's ready, driver's ready. Let's go racing on the tone. No. Was the last one a 6-minute main? Yeah, we're not running 6-minute mains. Who do you think I am? Richard Lake on a Saturday? Get out of here. Yeah, you're right. All right, we're all set here. Kyler out front, the deal in the 2. Thayer in the 3. And it's Buse Gallegos. That's weird. All right, Buse Gallegos going out of here. Gallegos and Buse swap spots there. Gallegos now to the inside. There's another lead change right there. Buse retakes. Gallegos, good racing out of you two. 1, 2, and 3, spreading out just a tad. Cornwell, about a straightaway lead. He's got 3 seconds now on the deal. Ethan, 3 seconds out the back door of the deal. So 1, 2, and 3, all evenly spread out here. Closest battles between Buse and Gallegos. They're separated by 1.9. Now everyone's starting to spread out here. We are 2 in. Kyler dominating qualifying right now. Commanding lead here in the A main with 2 minutes to go.
Two minutes left.
We call Ethan Thayer when he's doing good, and when he's doing bad, we revert back to calling him Ethan. Cornwell, Smith, Kowalski. Top 3, Gallegos, Buse, your running order. Buse, oh no, that wasn't Buse. That was Cornwell with a rare mistake there. So Willie's going to be able to shore up some of that here. 5 seconds was the gap. Now it is 1.9, so now that's your closest battle. Willie trying to find something extra. Kyler rarely backs down when he makes a mistake. He just goes harder. 1.9 was the gap. And Cornwell, just like that, is going to gain about 5 tenths back. 2.5 is this separation here. With 50 seconds to go, 50 seconds to go. Two-wheel mod, A-main coming up. Oh, Willie getting it in the rhubarb. Did Thayer get around? He did. Oh. Willie getting it wrong again, so he's going to lose a position here. 35 seconds to go. Willie sat way too close to Paul Weir in the pits because he is just melting down a la Paul Weir. Still in that 3 spot, though. Pretty solid in that 3 spot. Thayer going to finish in that 2 spot. Everyone's going to be done when you come by. Paul with the signature Marshall there. Oh, is that how Jensen does it? All right, and that is a race. I'll stop. Cornwell, Kowalski / Thayer, Smith, your top 3. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from that race, need you down on the track. We do need volunteers.
wall. Yeah, these are good. I don't know if that one works, but I think it does. Must be fucking. All right, drivers from that last race, please find a marshalling position. No water, right? Water? All right. Brother, you getting 6? Never mind. I need a marshal coming in the sweeper. And I need one at 6, please. I know there's hardly anybody left. Thank you, Jake. You got that one. Bryce, you getting? Yeah,
1
right
minute
there.
to start of the race.
Yeah. In front of the drivers. All right, guys, let's get them checked in. I need one on here. Thank you, sir.
Mike Sara.
Did I?
45 seconds to the start of the race. Chicken Nugget. Kyler Cornwell. Kevin Gatton. Zippy. Adam Peters. James Wright. Orange. Zach Noya.
Sorry about
Ryan
that.
Collar.
All right, it's modified two-wheel drive, main event.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
RD number 2 coming out of retirement to take on Jim Jabba the Hutt Silve.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I hope he laughs so he loses. All right, guys, everybody's checked in. Let's get them lined up. Kyler in the 1, Boyd in that 2, Cowler in the 3, Zach in the 4, Richard in that 5, Gatton in the 6, Silve in the 7, and Peters in the 8. Sanchez is still here, I believe. Or did he leave? Oh, yeah, he's here. Sora and Leffler in the 12. Okay, so, Sean, you can move into the 9, and everybody else move up 1. Oh, I need a marshal at 7, please. Marshal at 7. All right, don't all hustle at once here. Let's see. Cornwell. Kevin. It's a non-blowing position. It sounded terrible. Dooley, what are you doing? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Crone's doing nothing. Dooley's going to hook us up. All right, guys. All right. I know that sounded horrible. Okay. All right, modified A main, two-wheel drive. Let's do it at the tone. Watch there, watch there. All right, let's let them get settled in here. All right, Cornwell in that 1. Boyd getting it wrong. That's going to put Cowler in the 2 with Lake in the train right behind him. Gatton, Peters, Noya, Chase now. Marshall. That's broke. All right, Kyler headed down the straight. Cowler in tow. Then you got Peters, Boyd, Zach, Gatton, Lake. Those are your top 5 drivers right now. Gatton, Lake, Silve, 5, 6, and 7. Trying to find the leader here. There he is. Kyler running the white body again. Wonderful. All right, Leffler, that's your leader right there. As he heads down the straight, he's got Cowler in the 2. Then you got Chase making a move back up to that 3. Peters holding strong in the 4. Then Gatton, Lake. All those guys AE except for Chase. Rocking that 5-0. Zach pulling it off. That's going to open up the field a little bit as Sora and Noya go and take a knee. Cornwell in that 1. Cowler in the 2. Boyd in the 3. Peters in the 4. And Gatton in the 5. Lake right behind him in that 6. Peters getting it wrong going on the straight. That's going to let Gatton tighten it up a little. And Lake. Oh, Peters getting it wrong again. That's going to put Gatton in position. Lake right behind him. Kyler in that 1. Kyler still in that 2. In that 3. Good battle between Kyler and Boyd. Boyd's right on his tail. Goes inside. Oh, he takes out Kyler. He waits. Good etiquette there, Chase. Good job. Gives Kyler the spot back. Then Kyler instantly gives it right back to Chase. In that center triple, they're coming. Watch going on to the straight. Watch going on to the straight. That is clear. So right now, your running order, Cornwell, Boyd, Kyler, Gatton, and Lake. Those are your top 5 drivers. That's where we're going to focus right now. Cornwell doing a little breakaway here as he heads down the straight. Boyd in that 2 as he heads down that straight. Then he's got Kyler and I don't know who's behind him right now. Let's see. Lake getting it wrong there. Okay, so you got Cornwell, Boyd, Kyler, Gatton,
2 minutes
Peters,
left.
Lake. Those are your top 5 right there. 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes left. Cornwell, Boyd, Kyler, Gatton. That's your running order. Gatton in that 4. Takes it deep. Leffler getting it wrong. That's your 4th place right behind you there, James. So Cornwell, Boyd, Kyler, 1, 2, and 3 right now. Boyd and Kyler having the battle right now. Boyd in the center. Kyler going over the double in the center. Lake not far behind Kyler though, and Gatton, with about a minute 10 left, guys. Minute 10 left. Cornwell still way out front. He's got about an 8-second lead over Boyd. Kyler in that 3. Your race right now between Gatton and Lake. Let's find them on the track here. Something must have happened to Lake because Gatton got way ahead of him. So we don't have much going on this race. Everybody's pretty spread out. So the running order, Cornwell, Boyd, and Kyler. That's your top 3. Gatton, Peters, Lake, Silve, Leffler. 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds. Boyd getting it wrong. Kyler's not far behind him. Buse. I don't know what Buse was doing there. Oh, my goodness. Too much humor. All right, that is a race. That is a race. Sanchez caught you at the line. You cross that line, you are done. Kyler, you are done. Silve, you're done. Gatton, Peters, you're done. Wait on Boyd and Kyler, Lake. And that is a race. Cornwell with the win. Boyd in the 2, Kyler in the 3.
The race is completed.
All right. Marshals to your spots, please. You guys go and roll them around. Check them in, roll them around, check them in. It's going to be Moritz Davis in the 11, Brother 2, Brother 1, Austin Harrell, Bob Goodwill, Diego in the 6, Nick Bayett in the 5, Brad Crone in the 4, Paul Weir in the 3, Kevin Cornwell in the 2. And your top qualifier.
Hero, Brad Crone. Moritz Davis. Brother 1. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, straightaway is closed. Finish your lap and grid them up. Hero 1, Kevin 2, Paul 3, Brad Crone 4,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
No Nick, no Diego. Bob Goodwill, 5. Brother 1, 6. Brother 2, 7.
30
and
seconds to the
Morris
start of the
Davis
race.
in the 8th spot.
Black Stallion.
Here we go. Last race of the night. You guys are real troopers here. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Let's go racing on the tone.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Thank you. Hero, Crone, Weir. Cornwell on the 5. Goodwill, Bong gonna get onto that straight. Gonna lose a couple spots there. Brother 2, Goodwill, Brother 1. Lexon cracking left and right here. This guy's trying to settle in here. Crone going off a reservation. Hooks the pipe. Gets a mouthful of Weir. Weir's gonna get around. Cornwell's gonna get around too. Hero breaking away early. Cornwell up into the 2. Weir into the 3. Crone. Brother 2. Brother 1. Goodwill. Davis. Bayette. Your running order here. Cornwell getting wrong in that center. Paul's going to come in and swipe. And he's going to take his turn going upside down. Lands on his feet, though, like a cat. Don't drive angry. Paul Weir looking a little fast and loose here. Cornwell's going to get back around. Cornwell trying to settle in. Look clean. Meanwhile, Paul looking like a feral cat caught in a burlap sack. Trying to settle in and relax here, run some laps here. He's got Crone on his heels. So he's trying to run down Cornwell. Hero by the line. He's got a pretty commanding lead here early on. 6 seconds after that last lap, 5.2. So he's going to lose about half a second there to Cornwell and Weir. Hero out front. Cornwell on the 2. Weir and Crone keeping them honest as they come by the start-finish line. Click off another one. That's your halfway marker here. 2:30 to go. 2:30 to go. Hero with a mistake there. That's the only mistake I've seen him make all race here. Going to cash in a little bit of his lead. He had quite a bit. Now he's only got 1.9 over Cornwell. Oh, Paul Weir. Hitting the cinder blocks, thinking that was Thayer still over there. Oh, wow, 3-car pile up there. Kyler giving him a fair marshal. Paul coming out, smelling like roses, still in that 3 spot. Kevin now. Out front in that 2 spot. Hero made another mistake here. Goodwill, that's 2 working with you. So 1 and 2 hopping onto the straightaway. Hero getting a little squirrely late in the game. Then upside down he goes. And there goes Cornwell. So here, Hero leading out most of the race. I don't know if his tire's heating up, getting him a little squirrely or what, but he made a handful of mistakes there. Cornwell capitalizing. Gonna take the lead over Hero. And then Cornwell puts it upside down. Lake with the Hero marshal. Gets him out in front of Nakaya there. So 1 and 2 running nose and tail. Cornwell with a mistake. Hero with a mistake. And now they're on top of each other. I don't know if that was consensual or not. Over the back triple they go, side by side. Hero back to the point here. Goodwill, you have your leaders coming up on you right now. That's 1 and 2. Both of them get into one another. Bonking pipes left and right. Paul says, keep that up. I'm coming. So 1 and 2 side by side. Paul Weir in the 3, hoping to pick up some pieces. Makes a little mistake himself. Short it side by side with Crone. Hero and Cornwell still going at it. Tagging each other. Wow, everyone getting it, running fast and loose here at the end. You're running to the line. Caught you at the line. Hero, Kevin, 1 and 2. Paul Weir, he was just toying with Crone. Taking that 3 spot. Everyone else is done when you come by the line. Waiting for brother 2, brother 1, and Morris, maybe? No, he's not here. That is a race. I'll stop. Track is closed. Track is closed. No need to blow off the track. Thank you, guys, for coming out. That's round number 2 for our point series in the books. Round number 3 is coming up on Saturday. And don't forget about Oval going down on Friday.